Hey guys, welcome to episode 2. I won't really give them episode numbers, but this will be the second installment. Now you're gonna 10 payments on 1995. Besides that, it's episode 2 of our TechnodeFirma craft Let's Play. I had a creeper blow up just a second ago. Not important enough to put it on camera. It's kind of funny actually. I tried killing him, but it didn't work. At all. Don't judge me. Ooh, malachite. That's important. So was that creeper not detonating outside of the water, but he still did. Dick. Oh dear. Okay. He didn't destroy too much. Cool. Well, that malachite is actually very cool. Because that malachite is... copper. Which means there's malachite veins somewhere around here. Which is interesting. This is granite. So that's an igneous extrusive? Yes. Well, I'm getting hungry, so... better eat up. It is an igneous extrusive rock, yeah. Or no, granite is metamorphic extrusive. Which means copper can form in this. So, there is a copper vein somewhere under the ground here. Which is a bonus. It's a bonus. So I'm actually going to mark this as ore as well. And I'll just remember that that is where there is some ore and not, you know, it's underneath the ground here. I'll have to remember that, of course. But if I can find, how many units are these? 10? If I can find 10 of those, we could have a copper pick right away. Oh, and this is the rivers mod. It's amazing. I love it so much. It adds in flowing rivers. So if we go upstream here, which I'm going to come up here and pick up this cassiterite anyways, because that is tin, right? Tin and copper make bronze, so I want those at some point together. More seeds, those are important. They're important only because you want them to, you want to have them so you can make more plants later once you find a place to settle, which is going to be a very important thing. At some point or another, we are going to want to pick a place to live. Once we find the right kind of rock that we want to make our home out of, or not make our home out of, make our final... I would say, like, area, I guess you could call it. It'd be an area, yeah. Because we want to have a rock that we can do this with. Yep. And this is perfect. I can turn it into an anvil. Cool. Yeah, so granite's going to be a pretty good rock to live with. Because I can shape ingots on it later on, which will allow me to make other things like higher tier tools and such. But it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for plants so I can start growing plants. I want to find some sheep because they will be very useful. Be able to get some wool off of them later. That's terrifying. I don't like holes. I don't like ravines at all, because you never know where the other end is going. Like, this end could go underground, and then, like, see that? It does. It goes under the ground, so it can randomly fall. Like, you could randomly just fall into a pit of despair. High hills. That should be interesting. But as you can see, like, this is the beginning of the stream. So it comes out, it goes down. Tetrahedrite, awesome. Tetrahedrite, awesome. Tetrahedrite is copper. So that means we have 50 units of copper now, which I believe I have enough to make bismuth bronze. 50 copper, 20 zinc, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I need to find one more piece of tetrahedrite. Ha! There it is. Okay. That's it. And that is that. Amazing. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Here, I'll show you guys the end of this river, because the end of the rivers is actually pretty amazing. They look really, really beautiful. And it flows, and then it just flows out, and then it just stops. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's awesome. I believe it takes up more CPU power, more GPU power / CPU power to render all the moving water. So I wouldn't want to live next to one because eventually it would get too much for the system with everything else going. But I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not 100% positive on that one. Forest Hive. Now, I tried throwing in some edits for this mod pack. I tried adding rotary craft and reactor craft, which would add in like a reactor, but they aren't in here because I couldn't get them to work. I don't think I need any other explanation. Ooh, what's this? This is dolomite. I forget what dolomite is, but I don't think it's anything that I want. Although, these trees, these are ash, and they're big. So they could do quite well in that respect, but in the respect of getting wood from them. Perverts. Although these caves might go down into the ground very far. I'm not sure. Well, let's sort out the place to live first, because I've pretty much figured that granite is going to be one of the best. I can do copper. If I can get copper from the area indefinitely, then I will always have starter tools, and I'll always be able to produce more. So that would be a good thing. Also, another thing would be finding... Oh, there's another one. Yes, I need to find as many of those as possible. Because getting out of the Stone Age is actually quite difficult, to be completely honest. I'm sitting here, I'm like staring at my screen so intently you wouldn't even be able to see my face. My eyes are like right on it. Boo. Yeah, and the only thing I'd have to say about this game is that this mod does make the game really difficult. It makes it Dwarf Fortressy though, which, I mean, I really like Dwarf Fortress and all, but I just could never get into it in a way that would allow me to excel. So actually, this is not a bad spot here. I just need to clear out these trees. It's a lot of sticks. That's a lot of sticks. Clear out this. Clear out the land a little bit. I'm trying to think of what else I need to do. I can't think of anything that I need to do actually. Now that I'm processing it. Clear out the land, build up a little bit of a home, grab that piece of ore that's sitting on the ground right there. Ooh, silver. Interesting. More silver. Cause I'm addicted. Whoa. How about not? How about no thanks? How about no? How about damn? I'm dead. I'm dead. Just accept your fate. Not dead quite yet, assholes. Well, I'm gonna wait in this hole all night long and make more torches, actually. It's not a bad idea. Yep. That's how you make torches. You spam click another torch. So, 48. Oh, that's cool. They burn for 2 days. That's awesome. I didn't know you could see that. That's cool. Okay. Well, because I'm a doof. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wait until daytime. And when day emerges, I'm going to clear out that area. And we'll come back once I have a nice flat plot of land. So, what I did is I went around and I collected rocks again. I collected a little bit more ore. I cleared out this small area because we're not going to need much more in terms of space for now. We will need more space later on for farming and other things like that because I really want to build up a huge amount of stockpiled food. And I'm going to need a really large area for that. As well as, you know, for farming and everything and for animal husbandry, which animals will probably be the way to go. Because you can kill them on demand. Kind of like on-demand food, almost. Think about it that way. It's kind of messed up. So, what I have here is I'm going to start up a pit kiln. I'm going to start up a pit kiln here. Then I'll probably start one up right here. Looks like a good spot. So, with this, what we're going to do is we're going to do a vessel. We're going to do just one large vessel, which is a pretty simple, it's literally a container. So that's a large vessel. And that will take up a whole pit kiln. You don't want to make too many of these early on, just because you'd end up using up all your stuff. You'd end up using up all your clay. So you're going to put on 8 pieces of thatch, which is, you harvest it with a knife on tall grass, like this. So if I was hitting it with a knife, it would turn into thatch. Or straw. Straw, not thatch. So there's that. Then you cover it with 8 logs. Any kind works. Anything works. Then you just try and start it with a fire starter, if it will ever start. And make sure you're not holding down right click, or else you'll end up throwing logs everywhere. You'll end up with logs everywhere. So I'm thinking about building a bridge from here to there. Just make things simple. I should say simpler, but simpler. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do here. that I can do here. That I suppose I got the seed. I can decay of 26%. Decay of 25.7%. Oh, that's not good. So this is a good moment to talk about decay and food rotting. So food can rot in this game, in this mod pack. So in this mod, actually, TerraFirma Craft does that on its own. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna cut away the the rot. Basically, you're just gonna want to cut it away. So make a knife, throw that in there with the knife, and you get rid of the decay. Now, food will decay very quickly in warm climates and very slowly in cold areas because that's how refrigeration works. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a place where you can keep your food very cold. Now, a good way to do that is to just build a tower up to sky limit and put it in a chest because it's stupid cold at sky limit because it's sky limit. Alright, so that's started now. Now, with this other one, we're going to go 2 of these. We're going to get 2 clay vessels. I don't know, maybe only 1. I haven't decided yet. So we're going to get 2 clay vessels, and they don't stack. Throw them in there, and so normally these can hold 4, except for with the large vessels. Then we're going to get the other thing. Oh, then we're gonna want to get a clay. We're gonna want to get a mold for that. And then we're going to want to get one of these. So that's that. Okay. So I'm actually just going to get 1 jug to start off with. And 1 pickaxe mold. Which I could do those the other way around. I could do two jugs now, and then when I'm firing the ore to make it, I could fire the what's it called? The mold. But I want to get everything done like right away, as soon as I can, just to make sure that I have everything ready for later. Oh my god. This is terrible. Oops, shit. Shit. So this mod, I mean, it's gonna be a slow kind of like trudgy almost. It's not gonna be I like it. Don't get me wrong, I love this mod, but it's going to be slow. There's going to be a lot of cuts. There's going to be a lot of like, oh, look what I did while I was away kind of thing. So, I don't think this is going to be like a fast series per se. Whoa. But it will be a series where we'll try and get as many things done as possible. These are wood stacks, by the way. I didn't touch on these, actually. These are... What you do is you shift-click with a log in your hand, and it puts it as this. If you right-click just normally, it puts it as this physical entity. Which this could be a problem, actually. No, thatch will burn. It'll put out my torches, but I don't think it'll put anything else out. So, the way I got these walls, I should explain this, that dirt, if you stack it up, will fall. But if dirt has 2 blocks that are holding on to it, say, think of it like a block can have, it needs 2 adjacent blocks that are touching its faces. So, it has to be on one of the 4 flat sides. Or above it, I guess. Yeah, I suppose above it would work as well. It has to have 2 adjacent blocks that are not diagonal to it. Now, when it has those, it won't fall over. It'll still fall down, so if I did this, that would still fall. But if I did this, that would fall. That won't. So it's because it has the 2 blocks. God damn it. Damn it! Quit breaking on my shovel. Crap. Crap again. Crap. Crap again. Let's hope I don't mess it up this time. That's the only thing about napping that I just cannot. I can never get it right. if I'm going fast. I can never get it right. So, what I did is I built up these walls over, over a little bit of time, and I had a hill, and I dug into it, and then I built up the walls around it by, like, strategically placing blocks in places and building up corners, and kind of building it like a Mayan temple, where it has, like, one layer all the way around, and then up and in one layer. So the outside looks like a little Mayan temple almost, but the inside is perfectly hollow, which is really nice, because then I can sit inside, and I don't need to worry about it. Also, I just put that torch out. If I put the torch out and then break it, oh, it's just gone forever. Okay, that's good to know. That's a very good thing to know. Now, can I relight them with this? No, I have to relight them with another torch. Okie dokie. See, and it's... Wow, that was loud. It's those little things like that I'm really trying to learn now. Little tiny little caveats and things like that. So I'm going to need the malachite, sphalerite, tetrahedrite, and bismuthite. So we are going to, and this is tin, which I can make bronze later with it, which is nice. So I'm going to use all of that. Rose gold, brass, black bronze would be interesting. Gold, malachite, and native silver, which I almost have, but black bronze is too high up for me right now. So I have 2 sphalerite, which is 20%. I have 20 of this, so that's 40. It's 40 and 60, so I'm going to need 60 units of copper. Right? Correct. 20, 60, 80, 100. Okay, cool. That's everything that I'm going to need. And once these are done burning, which will be in quite a while, actually, they take a long time to burn down. And I wonder if the NEI plugin, 0 hours remaining, 100%, 2 hours remaining, 75%. Yeah, it shows them. That is amazing. The NEI plugin for TerraFirma Craft has improved dramatically recently, and I'm so glad it has. Just, small improvements like showing the time remaining for the pit kiln is an amazing accomplishment. I think it's an amazing accomplishment, and it shows that they aren't just, NEI is there to help people. I'm going to grab this real quick and then run back inside because I want to sort out my inventory a little bit here. So, these are interesting because you can put in a liquid or you can store 9 stacks of a solid. So, I'm going to store all of my plant-related things. Except for that. And I'll store extra... Nah, maybe I won't. Yeah, I'll just store the seeds and those. So... I've got one more slot left. It cleaned up my inventory a lot. I mean, I get 8 free slots now. That's nice. And you can seal it up. And it will sealed on 6th of June 1000. That's cool. It even keeps the date. Oh, that's amazing, actually. That is surprisingly in depth. I'm impressed. I'm excruciatingly impressed. So, I was going to add in what is it called? I was going to add in Reactor Craft and Rotary Craft from Rika's mods so that I could have an end goal to have, a reactor and power a base off of it, including like quarries and all these other things. But what we don't have, I noticed, is we don't have Buildcraft on here, which is interesting because a lot of the mod packs that respectively use TerraFirma Craft have Buildcraft, and I was kind of curious as to why this one didn't have Buildcraft, and I figured that I'm just taking a guess here, honestly, that it's because it kind of defeats the purpose of terra firma craft, and it would take forever to get anywhere. So, and because of the way the world generates. Now, if we look at it, currently I'm at 151 at sea level. Sea level, I believe, is like 140 something. I believe it's 140. I could check it during the day, but I'm pretty sure it's like 145, something around there. Now, the reason sea level is there instead of at, I believe Minecraft is regular 64. I want to say it's at 64. Yeah, a stack up, I think, is like the way I remembered it, or something. I don't remember. 64 or something like that. So the reason being is that there are more rock layers in this game. There are igneous intrusive, igneous extrusive. There's sedimentary rocks. There's metamorphic intrusive, metamorphic extrusive. There are just rock types like crazy. There's just an insane amount of rock types. So the way they had to deal with this is they just raised up the world. They just took the world and raised it up. Now, that works wonderfully until you're trying to use Buildcraft. Now, Buildcraft has the problem of being a very slow mod to begin with. And if you wanted to use the mod in an early-ish game situation, you wouldn't be able to use it super early game, because then it would just break terra firma craft, because you'd just go around digging holes everywhere. However, you'd also have to store everything, unless you could void pipe it, which you could. These are all going to be very important things. But back to Buildcraft, the big problem is that you would have to wait for the quarry to dig down 160 blocks, give or take, 10, or, take away 10 blocks if you put it like a little bit underwater, maybe, or if you put it at the ocean floor, take away 50. So it'd still have to dig down 100 blocks, or if you were in a high hills situation, it would have to dig down 200 to 300 blocks. And I think this has a higher sky limit. I'm not sure. I can't even remember what the normal sky limit is, because I don't build to it, to be completely honest. So we're gonna talk about how to make ore now. So this is going to be 10 units of zinc, 30 units of copper, 60 units of copper, 20 units of bismuth. So, like I can see here, I can see that between 50 and 60% needs to be copper. Between 20 and 30 needs to be sphalerite, and between 10 and 20 needs to be bismuthite. So I'm high, low, middle. So I have 100 units. I'm going to throw it in here, and I'm just going to start up a pit kiln again. I'm going to put in 8 pieces of that. I'm going to grab 3, 4 and 1. And I'm going to start this, and when it's done, it will have liquid copper in it. It will have liquid bismuth bronze, I should say, because it won't be copper, it'll be bismuth bronze. So now that that's burning, it takes approximately 7 hours to do it. That's normal. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put dirt in here as well, so I don't need dirt on me ever. I never need dirt. And another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go get some water. This ceramic jug will be very helpful in that respect. And see, these torches are all out except for this one because it's under a tree, keeps it dry. Makes sense. 91% growth. I'm trying not to pick plants until they're ready to grow now. God damn, that's loud. Holy. Okay, I need to fix that. Now that is much more efficient than drinking from, like, just right-clicking on it and waiting for your guy to drink like a handful of water. It's more efficient, it's faster, and I think we're actually going to start farming in this next day or so. Yeah, not a bad idea, actually. Well, that should be... This will be another really good thing, because then I can get all those seeds out of that inventory, and I can begin to actually grow food. What a concept. What a concept. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to unseal this. We're going to grab our seeds from here. We're going to seal it back up. Actually, I'm going to drop the rest of my ore in there. There just so happens to be a perfect ratio of seeds and everything else. So that kind of scares me, but it doesn't make much of a difference. It won't catch anything else on fire. Well, you know, I'm pretty sure I've been over. I've gone over the time limit, my time limit here. So, guys, thanks for watching this video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.